Welcome to the amazing world of magic. Magic is the art of wonder. According to the ancient Indian traditions, magic figures among one of the 64 different arts. Today, first you're going to see a performance section where you'll see the magic happening before you just like any other audience. Followed by that, I'll be teaching you how to perform the magic tricks that you just saw step by step so that you can easily grasp it and do it yourself. The speciality of this particular video is that you can do all the magic that you see with the least bit of preparation with objects that is readily available in your house or in your office or anywhere at all. Something that you can grab and do some amazing stuff with. I know you're waiting for it. You're waiting for all the magic to descend upon you. So, what is stopping us? Are you ready? Ready for the magic? Let's start. Whenever I feel hungry and I just have a note, it's very simple. All you have to do is just tear it up like this. Now you tear it up nicely and taste it. It's got a nice taste of mint. And then you fold it up, and whenever you want to give the money to someone, you just have to do, and it's restored. Yeah, to do this effect, you need a nice crisp note. It can be a 10 rupee note or a 50 rupee note, can be a 100 rupee note also, no problem. You can see the written portion here. So we're going to make a tear right underneath that written portion. So to do that, you fold the note like this and you make a tear. And actually you do tear it. What really happens, like Robert Houdin said, a magician is really an actor trying to play the role of a magician. This left thumb of the left hand clips it here, and you just act as if you tear that part out. You act as if you eat this note, and then they can still see this bit missing here. And then you fold the front, you fold the back, and now when you pull it, you take these two ends and pull it immediately like so, like this, and the note is restored. The famous magician Houdini was an escape artist. You chain him and put him inside a box, he can come out of the box just like that. Let me tell you, as I'm talking about Harry Houdini's story, let's assume that this band is Harry Houdini, okay? And he is here locked up in this cell. It's like a jail. His hands and his legs are all bound. It's chained. The door is chained and he really can't move at all. As you can see, this is the chain that's binding Houdini, right? And Houdini has to come out of this prison and escape to this place while the chains are still binding him. Watch these two fingers and don't take your eyes away from this yellow band. You will not believe it, because now Houdini has escaped from the cell, but it's still bound. The chains are still intact, but then Houdini is gone to the next building. This is called a jumping rubber band. Here I've used actually bands that ladies use for the hair, and good to take two contrasting colors like this, you know. To start, all you have to do is put one of the bands on your first two fingers, that is the index finger and middle finger. And before I go to this band, I'll just tell you the secret move. How do you make this band jump from here to here? It's as simple as that. How you do that is like this. You pull, and as you're explaining this band, you just pull it and insert your four fingers into this band. And once you insert your four fingers into the band, the audience cannot really see the four fingers inserted here. So be careful about your angle. Once the audience sees this band here, all you have to do is just bring your hand like this, or just snap your fingers, and at that time just extend your fingers and the band jumps. So this other band is just for namesake. It really doesn't matter whether you put the band or not. You just can slip the band, twist it like this, and still do the same move. As you can see, it's clean from this side, but if you snap your fingers and extend your fingers, it jumps from here to there when this is still intact. Yeah, what you actually do is you have one of the bands on your index finger and middle finger. You take the other band and twist it around your four fingers, and when you pull this band, all you have to do is finally you just turn it and insert it through all your fingers like this. And one thing you have to do is just extend your fingers, and the band will jump. Watch here. I'll do it one more time for you. And this angle is where the magician gets to have the view. See that? All you have to do is this finger is straightened out, all the four fingers like this, to make the band jump from there to here. Now, there are times when you meet lots of interesting people. First time when you meet a person, it's nice to give a small gift, you know, something like this. Is a very lovely item because it's very colorful. It uses a flower. It's a nice gift. So you see, all we need for this is a flower where you cut the stalk so that you have to palm. Palm in magic is to secretly hide an object in your hand without the spectator being aware of it. So you take the flower, cut it according to your hand size. You have to clip it in your thumb like this. This is called a thumb palm. When you clip your flower in your thumb, it looks like this, but if you see the audience point of view, they will not be able to see the flower because your back of the palm shields it. Now, to produce the flower, all you have to do is just bring these first two fingers, bring it in, and just pull this out and tilt it. I'll do it one more time for you. You have it, start in this position, and then to produce, you bend the fingers, extend it, and then tilt upwards. Yeah, here we have a very colorful item. Colorful beads, pink, green. Why not have another friend to assist? Sangeeta, can you just come here, please? Thank you, nice of you to join us. As you can see, Sangeeta, can you put your hands out? And I have some beads, loose beads here, just see. Pink beads, nice bright color. Drop it in. Yeah, and here I have some green beads. Okay. Now if I were to take these two glasses, Sangeeta, and mix these beads into this glass, okay? Not only mix it, I'll mix it like this. As you can see, all the beads are clearly mixed up. Yeah? Now if I were to give these two glasses to Sangeeta, how long will it take for you to separate the green from the pink?
Quite a lot of time.
Yeah, quite a lot of time.
Yes.
Can you just count for me how long I take? Just count from 1 to 10 maybe. Yeah? Starting now. Okay? Okay, start.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
That's great.
Thank you. Hey, this is a very interesting item, you know. So much of color, so much of interest in this. As you can see, these are all beads. But the secret is very simple, like most of the magical effects are. One of the beads, you know, this set of beads of pink are really loose. Single beads, not attached. But here comes the trick glass. Because these beads, if you see, they are all strung together and connected. You see that? In fact, you use a small fishing line to just beat these things, and all you have to do is make a small hole there and tie it up there. It's very simple to make, not very difficult. You just have to spend around an hour or so to make this stuff. That's about it. And the other part of the trick, of course, is self-working, you know, because you're just taking this glass and pouring all these beads here, okay? And then you can take this, place it on top and mix it up. And then you can show that the beads are really mixed up. They really are mixed up, you see. The secret part, the real magic happens behind your back. What happens behind the back is very simple. I'll just turn around and show it to you so that you can really understand, okay? So you take the glass behind you, and as you bring the glass behind you, you just turn both the glasses upside down and just shake it up and take this out and bring it to the front. That's as simple as that. You just can't get simpler in magic, okay? But I do hope you have lots of fun with it because it's a very, very interesting item. You know, hypnosis. You can also hypnotize an inanimate object, like for example, a balloon. Watch, you can just wave your hand and desensitize the balloon. This is not an exaggeration, it's truth. Because as everyone knows, if I take a needle as sharp as this one and poke it into the balloon, only one thing happens. Watch, in magic, can go right through like this and out of the other side like that. That's because the balloon is right now in a trance. It really cannot feel any sensation. But I can pull this out like that and of course throw it and it's gone. That's magic. Yeah, this is a lovely effect and the items used are so simple you can get it anywhere. But this is a little special in one way because this balloon is kind of different. You get it in party material stores and all those kind of novelty stores. This balloon, if you see, has got, you get it in most of the stores, you just have to check it out. You see, it's like this, it's shaped like this. And once you blow this balloon up, the secret is so simple, you'll curse me for it. If you see a blown balloon, the same balloon that's blown up and tied looks like this. And if you watch very, very carefully, there's a little thicker side here. At this point, the rubber is a little thicker. In the same way, if you see, there's the thickness of the rubber also extends around this opening. So that is the area where we really have to push the needle. Because if you push it anywhere else, it's going to burst. But to make the pushing and piercing easier, what we do is, before you start your show, you need a small, a container of Vaseline. A little Vaseline goes a long way. You just have to dip the needle into the Vaseline like that, like this. That's about it, and you're ready. Now watch carefully, because the place I am going to poke right now is very, very critical. I'm going to poke right here at the bottom, and then I can see through the other side. I know where exactly the rubber is thick on the other side, so I poke there. From your side, it looks like this. It comes out. In fact, you can move it up, out and back, so that the Vaseline spreads over the needle, and finally you can take the needle out like this. If you want to, you can burst the balloon. Just imagine if you're going to a party or a get-together, you meet lots of friends and relatives. This is a wonderful gag, a challenge that you can have. Lots of fun with your friends, okay? Just with 3 tumblers, simple items, available anywhere. And we have Kavita here. Can you please come here? See, Kavita, this is a very simple kind of a challenge, okay? You have to turn 2 tumblers at one time. And I'll give you 3 chances. And when you finish the 3rd chance, or the 3rd move, all the 3 tumblers have to face mouth side up. Can you do that? I'll do it once for you and show you, okay? Watch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now all the mouth is facing up. Now can you do that, please? No, you can turn 2 tumblers at one time. Okay, let me start. Okay, 2 tumblers at one time. That's your 3rd chance. You turned 1 last time. No. I'll tell you what. You try one more time. Try one more time. No problem. I'll tell you what. You give up on this?
Yeah.
I mean, you must not give up in life, If you give up, then there's no fun. Because the next stage is the most interesting stage of the whole thing. Because once you can accomplish this, you have to just wave your hand like this. And I don't know where this came. For this, you need 3 tumblers. And one of the tumbler has to be facing up, the other 2 tumblers down. This is a bonus. What you do is you have a lemon or anything at all in your pocket, your left hand pocket, okay, pants pocket, which you can easily take out. So we asked them that you have to use 3 moves, and when you finish the 3 moves, all the tumblers have to face the same side, that is mouth side up. To do that, you do it first and show it to them. For that, this is the sequence. Please follow the sequence. First, you take your left 2 tumblers and turn both. Then you take the left extreme and right extreme and turn both. Finally, you take the left and the middle and turn them, and now the mouth is all facing up. But when you ask them to do it, what you do is just turn the middle tumbler alone down. Nobody really notices it. I don't know whether you did, because when we started in this position. But when you give it to the audience, you're going to give the audience in this position, and they'll never be able to get in 3 moves all the tumblers mouth facing up. That's the only secret move in this. It goes unnoticed completely. I'll show it to you one more time. Watch this. To start with, when you do it, when you demonstrate, this is the way it is. Left 2 tumblers, turn both. Left and right extreme, turn both. And left and middle, turn both. And finally, when you ask them to do it, turn the center tumbler around like this. And that's it. Because when they do the same thing, all the tumblers will be facing mouth down. And they can do it any number of times. Now you can say, no, what you have to do is, you have to do this, that, and this. It can go on and on and on. Finally, after you do 2 or 3 times and 1 or 2 tumblers is like this, 1 tumbler is like that, you start talking to them. Just start speaking something, bring their mind away from this and have their eye contact. And as their eyes are speaking and they are watching your face very carefully, you casually reach your hand into the left pocket and just pull this out and have it in your left hand. It's not seen by them. And then you say, this is the famous 3 tumbler puzzle. But if you really want to do magic and not just puzzles, you just have to wave your hand and there it is. So this loading part alone, I'll show it to you one more time because it's a very interesting thing. It's a timing thing. You miss the timing, it's out. So this here, you have to have the eye contact. Make them look at your face, not here, not your hands. So you have to tell something to them. As you're speaking to them, casually put your left hand, the thumb comes here and pulls this out. And your hands are just casually cupped around the fruit. It's a very natural thing. And as the tumbler is taken, the whole puzzle is over now. They're not expecting anything. So it's very easy for you to do something really, really unexpected. So you bring the tumbler, place it here in your hand and load this. Just push this into that tumbler and the right hand comes underneath to take that. Place the tumbler here and place the other 2 tumblers on top. And don't immediately reveal the tomato or whatever you have underneath. Talk to them for some more time and then reveal that. That's what makes it more magical. Okay, please come here, Sangeeta. Let me show you something with your mind. They say mind can do anything. You know, faith can move mountains, they say. You can also read somebody's mind. For example, have you ever had that experience where the telephone bell rings and you're about to take the phone and you know it's Sumati, your friend, and you say hello and Sumati is on the other line just before, you know? It happens, yeah. So I'll show you how that part of the mind works, the 6th sense. Now we have some crayons here, as you can see, okay? You can select any crayon that you want, okay? Take any crayon, okay? And keep the other crayons, hide it behind you. I'm not going to see when you do that, okay? Have the crayons with you. Select any crayon that you want, your choice. Once you have selected the crayon, hide the other crayons and give me only your selected one on my hand. That's the crayon you want? Did you hide the other crayons? Okay, good. See, I have absolutely no idea as to how or what color you selected, right? I think I'm getting the idea. You have something that's very close to the sky. Your mind is as wide as the sky, I think. I can see a very vast color there. Is it the color blue?
Yes.
It is. Thank you. This is an effect using crayons where you can read the mind of a spectator and exactly say what color they are thinking of. I've used 5 crayons. You can use any more colors if you want. It's good if you can take the major colors which are very contrasting. The reason you'll understand very shortly. Now I give in this situation Sangeeta all the 5 crayons and I ask her to select any crayon that she wants. So she picks up a crayon and I ask her to hide the other 4 crayons while I turn my back. So she takes a crayon of her choice. Please do that, Sangeeta. And she hides the other crayons and gives 1 crayon to me. When she does that, I turn and face her again. But actually when I'm facing her, what really happens behind my back is what I'm going to show you now. As I'm talking to her, what I do is I just take the first finger of my right hand and just scratch the crayon a little bit. That's about it. Just scratch it. And then turn around and face her. And as I'm talking to her, I can get this idea as if you're thinking of what color. Can you just look here please and don't change your mind now. And then as if you're just trying to get the color from her own eyes, you say yes. Now you're thinking of that color. Is that this color? And you show the, before you show the color, you say you're thinking of the color red, aren't you? Yeah. And then you bring the hand out and show the crayon. Say it's red. What can you do with a pencil and a bottle? A solid pencil. If you take this pencil, it moves like a solid pencil. But if you rub it against your sleeve, you know what happens? It starts to become like rubber. It becomes so soft. Can you see that? It becomes so soft. But if you can just push the molecules together like that, it becomes back to a normal piece of pencil. Of course, now I come to the next part where you show or demonstrate heavy air. Just blow some air in that, wait for a little time, and then you're not going to believe what you see. All I have to do is just drop the pencil here and watch. I have to bring the spirits alive. Now may the spirits help the pencil rise up. Please come up. Yes. And go down. Come up. Go down. And come up again. So that's the spirited pencil. Yeah, this is a very offbeat effect with a pencil and a bottle. First one is called the rubber pencil. What you do is you say this is a solid pencil. You tap it, show it. It says move like a solid pencil, and then you say I'm going to rub it against my elbow now, my forearm, and now watch, some static electricity is inside this pencil and it's going to move like rubber. When you say it's going to move like rubber, what you have to do is very elementary. It's nothing much. You hold the pencil right here. First time you hold it tight and move it up and down. The second time you hold the pencil very loose as if it's going to fall down, and then move it with a jerk near your elbow and your shoulder like this. So it has that illusion. It's an optical illusion that makes it look as if the pencil is kind of rubbery, but it's not. Then you can push it back like this and you're ready for the next effect. The next effect is actually the phantom pencil, the rising pencil inside a bottle. You need a small preparation for that. I'll tell you how it's done. You do it with a long strand of human hair. Maybe you can borrow it from your sister, your mother, or anyone. Take a long hair, okay, and cut a piece of a visiting card, cut it on both ends like this, and put one end of the hair into that slit. I hope you can see that slit. Just put it around that slit and stick it with a sellotape like I've stuck here. And you can see it. I'm sorry you can't really see it because it's very thin. Now next, what you do is you buy yourself a pencil which has got an eraser at one end. You get so many pencils like that, and you take a nice sharp blade and cut nearly around 1/4 or half of that eraser. Slice it in half, but don't cut it fully. If you can come really close, I can show you that it's actually cut here. It's actually cut. So what you do is you take this thread and put it across that slit like this, and you're ready. Simple. Now this goes into my pocket, and to avoid it flying out of my pocket, I put this pen on top of that, okay, and the pencil also goes here. Now I'm ready to start the whole effect. You can start off with that static electricity, the rubber pencil, and finally come to this. You have to tell a story when you do magic, blow some air and say this is heavy air and it's very magical. And now if I drop this pencil into this, watch, something very strange happens. I just tap it and wake it up, and the pencil slowly comes up. They come down, go up again, and that's how it comes in. Follows what you say. That's the rising pencil. This is such a simple trick, you'll even think it's very silly. But I'll tell you, you can stun, you can knock the audience out by doing this if you do it the right way. You talk about energy and rub your hands together like this, okay? Rub your hands really hard. This is based on a very silly idea. You just use your breath from the mouth to move the straw. In fact, you blow on the straw, but the audience are not aware of it. What you do is rub your hands like this, creating energy, and after that, sooner or later when you start doing magic, people will say, whenever they see you, hey man, can you show me some magic trick? You're a magician. And you might step into somebody's office, your friend's office, and you'll say, why don't you show magic in my office? These are stuffs you come across as stationary items in the office, rubber bands and paper clips, Watch this one, it's pretty cool. You take one clip and just place it here, okay? Then I'm going to place this rubber band onto the note like that, okay? Just remember one thing, all these things are separate, it's not connected with each other. The third clip goes into the note like this. I want you to take a very close look now. All these items are separated. They are not touching each other also, but you utter the magic word, boom boom shakalaka, and just like magic, every single piece in this is linked, even the rubber band. Isn't that interesting? This is something you really like doing because it's such a fun thing to do, so interesting, and people will sometimes keep this as a souvenir. Now every step is so important in this. I want you to follow this very carefully. If possible, take another currency note, a couple of clips and a big rubber band, okay, and come along with me. You fold the note 1/3 down like this, like that. You place one of the clips, good if it's contrasting in color because it's pretty attractive that way. You clip both, the folded piece this way. Now slip on the rubber band like so. Slip on the rubber band onto the note. I want you to have a very clear look. This is the way it slipped. And remember, all these things are separated, they're not connected in any way. Now you fold the note this way, it's like a zigzag, it's like the capital Z, okay? Take the second clip now and clip it through this. Can you see the fold here? I want you to see the fold here. You have to clip it through the fold and onto this like that. Hope you can have a good shot on this. Push it down like that and that is the setup. Now all you have to do is pull this, snap it open like that, and the magic will happen by itself. Watch. And now it's linked. There are so many principles in magic: vanishing, appearing, cutting and making it back into one, appearing in two places at the same time. I'll show you the first trick that I learned. It's a nice shiny coin. Watch. There's a weak spot on your elbow, and if you can just rub this coin, you can push it into your sleeve. Just rub it like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Second time of course it works. See, just rub it a little harder, and then it's gone. This is a very simple technique on misdirection. Misdirection is actually taking the attention of the audience in some other angle. So use a coin for that. First move, the first step is taking the coin and rubbing it into your elbow. That's what you tell them. And as you're rubbing it, you actually make a kind of an accident. It's just an acting, because you just drop the coin and says, oops, I'm sorry. Sometimes it doesn't work the first time. I'll try it the second time. When you say that, what I really did was, I acted as if I was taking the coin in this hand, but I didn't do that. I just pushed the coin with my thumb back into the hand. I looked at the hand as if it was holding a coin, but the coin is actually here. Then, without breaking the movement, I continuously came here looking at this hand, and as this hand comes here, my right hand actually tucks the coin underneath the collar, right there. And as you do that, you just rub it, and your hand comes away from your neck, and then slowly open your fingers and say, coin is gone. Here the timing thing is the most important. First, rub the coin, drop. Sorry, let me try it the second time. And make it go. Magic with 3 ropes of 3 different sizes. Okay. Here we have a small rope, then we have a medium-sized rope, and this is a long one. Watch. I just take these 3 ropes and put them together like this. Now they're all equal here, but not here. For that, you snap once, you snap twice, and you snap 3 times, and it's equal now. As you can see, there's no medium size, there's no long, and there's no small. All of them are same. Of course, if you want to, you can place them back here all together like this. One more snap and watch. They are back as a small one, a long one, and a medium-sized one. For this you need 3 pieces of rope, and I'll tell you how to cut these ropes to the right size. Okay. Before that, let me teach you how the effect is done. You have a small piece, you have a medium-sized piece, and you have a long piece. To make them equal in their size, all you have to do is take the small piece, bring it behind them, the other 2 pieces, and put it next to the other end of the short piece. So both these pieces are at the ends of the short piece. Next, you take the medium-sized piece and put it to your right extreme. Take the next piece and put it again to your right extreme. Now all you have to do is separate the right 3 pieces and the left 3 pieces. The situation is like this. Now if I were to pull these 3 this way and this 3 this way, they will seemingly become equal in size. But if you see carefully, if I open my hands, you can see that there's only the medium-sized piece here. This piece is actually a short piece onto which the long piece is looped. Now to make the false count, what you do is you take one rope like this, and then you place this rope here and take these 2 ropes, counting 2, and finally 3. I'll do it one more time for you. Watch. You can open your hands because you have to see where the ropes are. So find out where the actual medium-sized piece is and pull it, counting 1. The second, you have to exchange this piece with those 2 pieces, saying 2, and then 3. From the front it looks like this. I count 1, 2, and 3. Of course, after this you can place these ropes again like that, snap, and you can pull any rope you want. It doesn't really matter. That's the medium size, that's the short, and that's the long. So that's how you do this 3 rope trick. A beautiful silk and 2 hands. Watch the magic. You just roll the silk into this hand. Watch carefully. Roll it. Hope you're keeping track of this. Roll it nicely. And you need a magician's faithful friend, of course, the magic wand. Push it like this. Squeeze. It's gone. Yeah, for this you don't need a magic wand. If you don't really bother. You can have a coin or anything at all, maybe a pen which you can have in your pocket, your pants pocket. And of course, one important thing is you need material which is kind of thin and crumples easily into a small size. You can't use the same thing can't do the same effect with a cotton handkerchief. It's very bulky. So you take a nice thin silk, and all you do is, as you roll, you show your hands empty 2 or 3 times. You show your right hand empty and slowly let this silk go into your left fist like that. They get to see the left fist closed like this until the last time. And the very last time you do it, what happens is you actually take the silk along as you roll from the left palm, and you palm your hand with the silk in the right hand, and the left hand seemingly holds the silk. You say, now I need the magician's faithful friend, and you go and pick this wand up, which is actually in your pocket. And as you pick it up, of course, you drop the silk, take the wand, tap it, and open it finger by finger and say it's gone. Let me run through the last part one more time. This is what it looks like. Watch. Roll, show your hands twice, tap, take a little magic salt, sprinkle, and it's gone. Come on close. Let me show you something unbelievable. A solid coin, a steel one. You place it right there. I'm sure you can see it very clearly now. I take this card and cover these 2 rings. Snap my fingers watch. The coin, my friend, is gone. Beg your pardon? Oh, you think it's under the card? No, I never cheat. It's not there. Remember, I told you to watch. Watch very carefully. You will not believe it. The coin, in fact, has jumped into my watch. Right there. See that? This is something they're going to remember for a very, very long time. For this you need 2 coins, 2 duplicates. Could be a 50 paisa or a 1 rupee coin. A shiny type is better. Of course, 1 coin you preload it under your watch like this. It must not fully be pushed into it so that they won't know. So it has to be like this, peeping out of the watch. And of course, this you can make in just 10 minutes time by buying some paper and 2 bangles. You know what the trick is? I'm sure you wouldn't have found out. It's as simple as this. 1 bangle is a very ordinary, straightforward one, but this bangle, though it looks innocent, is not, because it's got the same colored paper stuck underneath it. So simple, isn't it? Yeah, but that's what magic is. Until you know the secret, it's mystifying. Now the idea is, of course, you must not let the bangle slip out of this paper, then there is no magic. It becomes very tragic. Now you take the other bangle, place it there, and you cut out another piece of cardboard. Maybe the face of a star, actress, anyone. And you place it like this. You take this coin, tap it, show to them, place it there. When you take the bangle, of course, it's very important you cover both the bangles like that and lift the whole thing together, place it on the coin, make any magic move you want, and lift only the top bangle and the card, drop and keep the card in this position. Most of the time when you vanish or produce something, people always want to know how you do it. So to maintain a suspense, you have the card like that, and sooner or later, you're not going to believe, people will say the coin is under your card. Maybe even you thought about it when I did for you, but then you wait till they say that and say no, the coin is not here. In fact, I asked you to watch very carefully because the coin has taken a long jump and jumped right under my watch here. You didn't see that, and that's why it's magic. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now everything is in your hands. There are 3 golden rules you have to follow in magic. The first one, practice. The second one, practice more. And the third, you guessed it, you just got to practice more and more, because then you become perfect in your art. Then you can step into the real world and amuse and amaze people. Magic is a 2-way process. When you do magic, people become happy watching you, and when you watch them, you are doubly happy, and that, I feel, friends, is true happiness. Now before I go, I like to tell you, smile a while, because when you smile, another smiles, and there are miles and miles of smiles. Life is worthwhile because you can smile. So keep on smiling and be happy, and until next time, take care and God bless you.